Hello everyone, I'm CrypticFox, and welcome back to the inescapable space prison. We're here to play some more Oxygen Not Included tonight, and hopefully make a little bit more progress with our colony, which has actually been going fairly well, all things considered. We've expanded to a fairly reasonable sized colony. As you can see, we've got a decent amount of space taken up here now. It doesn't all fit on one screen, so we know we've been growing. There's obviously still a lot of map that we haven't uncovered, and we haven't dug through yet, but that's okay, because our colony is thriving. And so far we've only had 2 duplicate deaths, which again, not so bad. I mean, I hate losing duplicates at all, but 2, probably better than the 5 gravestones I set up, you know, just in case. That was like my contingency placement, so we wouldn't have to build a whole bunch of gravestones on a whim if some more duplicates died off. But welcome everyone who's here in the chat so far, and those of you who might be watching this on the channel after the fact as a video. Hoping we can make some good progress again today, and see if we can get ourselves some plastic made up so we can maybe catch some slicksters, do some other interesting builds of things, produce some petroleum. We're ultimately going to need to make a lot of that if we ever get to the point of getting to actually launch a rocket, which is, again, somewhat farther ahead in our tech tree. But it would be nice to be able to have access to plastics and things so that we have those things ready to go, and it sort of opens up some other options for us to build too. So we'll kind of see how all that works out for us. But again, hopefully tonight will go well. We won't run into any strange and wacky duplicate deaths, you know, by trapping themselves in some weird place, which always seems to happen to me. Cerberus Bloodborne with the super chat. Hashtag the epic quest for Joe. Hashtag the search for Joe. Thanks, Cerberus. So, yeah, we're going to dig our way down. And we did dig down to the oil here. And I don't know whether the map has just sort of changed size, or this particular map has an interesting protrusion here where the oil comes up a little bit closer to the surface. But it's actually not that far down from our colony, which makes it fairly easy to access. A lot of stuff they still have to build down there. They're building up some pipes and power and things, because we're going to pipe it up to the upper level here. And then up here, we're going to convert it into petroleum. We're going to produce plastic. And this will actually give us a nice use for some of these new container things they've added in as well. So if I can remember where they're hiding, as I don't remember. Somewhere here, we've got those new storage containers that I think will come in handy for there we go. So we can use the liquid reservoir to store up some of that petroleum that we're making, which would be great. Because in the past, what I've done is I've just sort of pumped it into like a pit and then had to use a pump to get it out of the pit to do something with it, or send it directly into making plastic, which means you're sort of constrained either by the rate at which you can produce the petroleum or the rate at which you can produce some plastic. So this should be all right. We can store 5 tons of it in there, so it's probably going to take a few of these. We'll produce a whole bunch of petroleum, and then we can be able to use that for a variety of stuff. Snoops with the $2 super chat. Hi, boss lady. Not sure who your boss lady is, but it's so interesting that you bumped into somebody else in New Zealand that watches the channel. Small world. Very cool. Let's go ahead and we'll this whole area here I'm going to dig out, but I kind of want to expand gradually, I guess. We could peel it off in layers, but I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to dig out as much of this as quickly as we can. We might have built a couple layers in order to accomplish that, but that's okay. Down here we can get some more pinch of pepper plants also. We do have this chlorine gas vent down here, which we'll want to contain at some point also and make use of. That could come in handy for a variety of reasons, particularly when we get to the point of getting the gassy moos, because we're going to need to have gas grass, which requires liquid chlorine in order to feed it. So you've got kind of like a whole other business we got to get going on there. Want to send money, but it doesn't allow to send me from here. I do have more than one way. Actually, normally the super chats as well, but also Streamlabs has a mechanism for donations and stuff as well, if that's something you're interested in. And I can't for the life of me remember the link to do it, because I almost never use it. All right. Busy duplicates. We have 18 duplicates, and I'd kind of like to expand on this as well and get some more duplicates once we know for certain that the food supply is going to be good. We're hovering around a little over 200,000, but realistically, with 18 duplicates, you can burn through that fairly quick. If we run into a hiccup with our food production, things go down fast. So I've kind of been holding off a little bit, just to kind of see what happens. I would also like to convert our farm tiles we have up here that we've been growing mealwood in. I'd like to convert those over to bristle blossom, so we have sort of an alternate option there as well. Gas grass, best words ever. The gassy moos are really something. Oh, that's what it is. Thanks, thanks, noob. Streamlabs.com/CrypticFoxGaming is the alternate method. All right. I feel like I just gotta sit around and wait for these guys to build stuff, because There's only so many exit suits we have available right now. There's only 4 of them. They're making good use of them so far, but it takes time. It takes time. I still wanted to do a second mushroom farm, too, as another source of food. How did that egg get in there? I feel like I should cut loose the water that's up here, too. Maybe we'll send that down bottom. But I think it might flood this lower containment area, and that would probably present some issues. So maybe what we'll do... I did build this here so I had a way to get rid of polluted water, but I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and dig this out. We'll cut loose the puffs that are hiding in here, because we got puffs all over the place right now. Man, they're multiplying like crazy. This is good. Pooping out slime for days. I just got to keep them supplied with polluted oxygen, which is going to be kind of a thing. It's not really high concentration down here. The jukebox blacked out. It ran out of power? That's no good. It's no good at all. Oh, you know, we only have 1 generator running up here, but that's... Huh, let's increase the restocking on this. Let's make sure we keep these things supplied. 1 generator is probably not going to be enough for our requirements. We're also starting to run low on water over here, so polluted water is going to be a necessity in terms of cleaning and supplying for our oxygen system. We have this water over here, but I'm kind of using it to contain slime. So I'm sort of reluctant to use that one right now. It'd be better to kind of get the water from some other source. Perhaps Streamlabs do Nightbot Command? Yeah, I'll probably have to add that, Snoops. Have you thought about hooking up one of those liquid tanks to be bathroom set up for extra water storage? Yeah, I mean, what I've been doing lately is... Well, I mean, I sent it over here, and then we've been pumping this water up into our little farm over here for the pinch of pepper plants. You're right. We could actually use it as a storage for the spare water from the bathroom system. However, because I'm already pumping this water up, I figured it doesn't really hurt to dump it in there. We're not necessarily losing anything by doing that. So I figure that's kind of okay. Let's peel all this off. What'd you miss? Not much, Doc Mopar, sorry. We've just gotten started. Our duplicates are busy building. They've got, well, slowly building anyway. We've got all this piping they've got to do. Now, realistically, I could take the oil and probably process it here in the cold biome. And that might actually be better in terms of, like, the heat production that's going to come out of producing petroleum and producing plastics and things. My only thing is, right now, I have some wild sleet wheat growing in here. And I haven't bothered trying to get a proper sleet wheat farm running. So we're just kind of harvesting the sleet wheat seeds, and we have a fair amount of them, I think. Where are we here? Wait a minute. Why do we have no sleet wheat grains? Did I cook all the pepper bread? That could represent some challenges if we cook. Yeah, it looks like we did. We used up cooked it all up into pepper bread. How much do we have actually stored here? We have 9 pepper bread. Now that produces a fair amount of calories, but it's not really ready to run out of that just yet. Well, drat. I need a better production of sleet wheat. We were doing okay on our pinch of pepper plants. We're actually getting more and more of them. Sleet wheat, I could be doing with a little more. My end game here is I really want to get to just having like a whole barbecue system. Not because we have to, but just because it would be fun. Dun, dun. I could just leave this the way it is, but I kind of want to make it look tidier. Like I actually planned for it to happen instead of just being an accidental little airlock. Isn't sleet wheat really hard to farm? Yeah, it's kind of a nuisance, actually. Particularly since it requires dirt now. So you need, like, low temperature water. You need dirt for it. It just becomes sort of a pain all around to deal with. I gotta figure out where we can put this chlorine stuff. You know what? Probably in here would be a good place. Although if they run it in there, we might get some chlorine leaking into our farm level. Maybe what I'll do is we'll throw a ladder down in here, because I was going to build a ladder here anyway. We'll store chlorine in a container underneath this polluted water. That way, we won't get any weird, like, chlorine off-gassing. Mind you, I'm going to pump the polluted water out of here to purify it, but it's okay. Probably sooner rather than later, actually, judging by how quickly we're going through the water up here. I could use another water geyser. That'd be very handy. Am I going to roast the Drecos with oil? No. No, of course not. We're going to grill them on the barbecue. We don't want to fry them with the oil. The oil that I pump up here is going to go straight into, like, refinement stuff. I don't really want to create, like, a pool of it anywhere. But if we can't get our hand on some slicksters, it would be helpful to have, like, a source of CO2 and stuff also. So in our refinement, for example, let's see. We don't need the algae distiller so much. Oil refinery here. It takes 10 kilograms per second of crude oil. It's going to produce 5 kilograms per second of petroleum, 90 grams per second of natural gas, whole bunch of heat. That's about it, I guess. Lots of heat. I gotta figure out what to do with the natural gas. Oh, wait a minute. We can put the natural gas from that into our gas storage containers, where they've also added, so that when we get a stock of that built up, we can use it as a power supply. Very handy also. Mr. Guru, greetings from all the insomniacs in the UK. It's 3 a.m. over here, and each week I can't wait for the stream to start. Woo! Mr. Guru. Sorry to hear you're insomniac, but welcome to the stream just the same. Deep fried Drecos on a steak. Okay, more digging. Yeah, give me all this junk here. It's gonna be a weird little blend down here. It's like chlorine, we got hydrogen. It's kind of nasty, but they're wearing exosuits anyway, so in the end it doesn't really matter. Temperature-wise, our colony is still on the warm side. The water we've been pumping in here is really hot, so it's setting off a lot of heat. Plus these little oven things we got going here are pretty hot also. Cooktops, whatever you want to call them. Up here we're pumping in cold oxygen, so we are sort of helping to offset some of the temperature. But we could do with a little bit more cooling. These gas pipes have air coming through at 16 degrees Celsius, so that's kind of helping actually a lot to offset some of the temperatures. But so many heat-producing things. On the plus side, it's right up here near the near this fancy garden here. Actually, let's dig this out. I'm gonna deconstruct all this. We're gonna set this up with irrigation tiles, and then we'll use our irrigation tiles to build another little farm plot. Entropy Thermo Nullifier. Yep, we have one of those down in the cold biome, actually. We haven't dug it out yet, but it's down there. It's sitting right in here. Anti-entropy Thermo Nullifier. So we can actually cool gas, send it down there, send it back up, and circulate it. My only challenge is that I haven't really done like a layout for our piping. I guess I could send like a layer of pipes through here with like some periodic spots on them that have radiant gas pipe, and then cycle it back down and just keep going around and around the nullifier down there. We shall see. I really should dig this out. Get it all dug out of here and see what happens. They're doing a good job digging this out. That's good. On the plus side, the one thing the duplicants seem to do really well is dig stuff. They seem to get to those jobs the quickest. Let's dig all this. Give me all this junk. Would move the oxygen puffs in the base help with circulating out hot air? You mean in terms of having these puffs breathe in the oxygen, poop out oxalate, which would off-gas oxalate at a lower temperature? Yeah, potentially. Like if we look at our oxygenation, though, it's not that we're overproducing oxygen anymore. It's going in at a steady rate. However, we don't have that pale blue color across the whole colony right now. So if we draw additional oxygen out of this, I don't know that we're actually... Oh, I broke that. Of course I did. Of course we did. Gotta have the jukebox back. It's a must-have. Not in the espresso machine, which I haven't made yet. Need to get ourselves a jukebox again. Could need a lot of shiny Drecos. Yeah, not really. We're gonna make plastic. We're gonna make plastic out of oil instead. There's a huge pocket of oil down here. Like, this is a good supply. There's even a poor little slickster who's like doing the little crazy dance down there. Maybe we can rescue him. Her, it, thing, whatever it is. Maybe it'll get rescued. Take all this out. This is really a lot more space than I need, but I figure as long as we're here digging, let's capture all kinds of stuff. On the upper level here, I guess we'll put. Doesn't really matter what I make this out of, I guess. Put some granite. We just get a little bit of decor in here. All right. I was thinking I would put actually the gas production up top, but I think I could put storage up top. Instead, we'll do it down here in the middle, so we're not sending as much heat up towards the colony, and then down here, we'll make some plastics. If they ever get this stuff done, anyway. It's gonna take them a while, because again, the whole exosuit thing. What's up, my dudes? St. Ferg boy. DJ Chrysalis, welcome. Or Chrysalis. If you grow sleet weed on planters, the water temp doesn't matter. If you grow them on planters? Oh, because what do? They bring it by bottles instead? The only thing is that, again, the dirt. So, I mean, if we look at... Well, I mean, we have 78 tons of dirt. So, I mean, theoretically, we could set up some sleet weed production down there. But can they irrigate? You can't irrigate the planter boxes, can you? Like, will they even deliver water to the planter boxes? My reluctance around it is really just, I don't want the duplicate spending a whole bunch of time delivering water. If that's a thing. But it would grow a whole lot faster than the stuff does in the wild. The deep freeze. The thing you never find on your maps. Yeah, it's down here. The the anti-entropy thermo nullifier. So this thing here, we pump hydrogen into it. It gets super cold. So it makes it like really handy for cooling stuff around it. Like when we fire this thing up, all the things around it will freeze. This isn't so bad. Maybe add insulation layer at the top of the oil processing. Yeah, it's probably a good idea. I made this just tall enough that I can't reach it because I are smart. So maybe what we'll do is we'll go like this. Dig up here. And then I'll dig out a tunnel for them. No, this isn't gonna work. Go like that. Try to seal all this off. And then all this over here. And we'll go up one more. There we go. That way we can recover those seeds too. Make a big hydrogen cooling loop. Yep, we could definitely do that. We do need the excess hydrogen to be able to use it. Obviously, we're currently burning the excess hydrogen right now, so theoretically we could very easily cycle that off into a different area. This is nice and cold in here now. Man, I feel like we're consuming more oxygen. Either that or I'm letting it vent somewhere. Where, oh where did the oxygen go? It's not nice out here anymore. It's barely breathable. Everybody has to hold their breath out here. Sooner or later, I might have to produce another oxygen room too. Okay, so over here, I wanted to drop this water down. Let's get that dug out. Get all this dug out if we can. This I'm going to set for... No, not organic. I want the chlorine stuff here, the bleach stone. Consumable ore, there we go. Bleach stone. Store that in there. So we don't have excess chlorine gas floating around we don't need. And then up above here, we'll do a little ladder dig up into this thing. However, I want them to dig out this first so I don't create a big mess. Ooh, that's gonna make a big mess anyway. Hold the phone. That's not gonna fall straight down in here. Okay, this needs to be deconstructed. There we go. Now I can build a ladder to this side. Man, look at all the puffs we have. This is amazing. If they had lots to eat in here, then we could actually get a decent amount of slime off them. Well, and some oxalite, which a little less helpful out here. Submerging planter boxes. Could it be that easy? Well, the thing with the planter boxes, like if you submerge them though, then you risk having the water freeze, right? Found with 3 pumps in the dual oxygen room, the air pressure sensor needs to be lower, otherwise the hydrolyzers hit max pressure. Don't run full time, don't make enough O2. Are they maxing out? I didn't notice. What's the pressure here? 11, 12. All right, we can try lowering this a little bit. We'll see. Maybe make this like 600. Because I'm pretty sure, like, this is still moving. Where's my oxygen pipe? All right, come on. It's still moving 1,000-gram packets consistently. So it doesn't seem to be having an issue with the oxygen production. It's coming out of there really consistent. I don't know. I think they're just consuming more. Plus, I'm pumping some of it out into these suits as I use them too, right? Oh, I just gotta keep busy on that fertilizing. Let's set these priority 6 so that whoever's doing the farming will go and make sure they keep these things fertilized, because we do need that consistent food supply. Who shall be satisfied to make morbs, to make gas, to feed the puffs, to sustain us all? Yeah, I should actually set up a toilet down there, but... Oh, well, we did make a little mess. Just a little one. Just a wee little mess. Alright, this needs to get cleaned up. Mop this, please. And then we're going to need another bottle emptier here. Since I broke the other one. Alright, good job, guys. So it should end up. So it should slowly end up overpressure on C2 compared to H2. Yeah, I mean theoretically it should, but it never really seems to. But bear in mind too, I have a third gas pump in here that's filling suits out of it, so it never really has a chance to max out. You would think that it should, but it never really does. I don't know. If you use water separation on electrolyzers, so it has no max pressure, you still find the O2 ends up in the 50 kilogram range, while the H2 is still only 500 grams or so. Yeah, I mean, well, let's look what we have in here. I mean, down at the bottom, we've got it's running around 500 grams versus running around 1,000 grams at the top. It is getting, you're right, it is getting pretty close, but it won't stop. It won't hit like max pressure until it hits like 2,000. So it doesn't seem to be producing a problem that way. I don't know. Well, maybe lower this down a little bit more. I just don't want it to consume all the hydrogen on me. That'd be kind of a nuisance. Takes a very long time to end up really overpressure without water separation as the electrolyzer delete gas sometimes. Oh, yeah, that could be it, I guess. Little puffs make such cute little noises. Okay, down here I actually wanted to put a water pump. Liquid pump, whatever. I'm going to stick that down here. Because we are going to need to clean this stuff, unfortunately. I need to inject another water supply, because this is getting tapped out pretty quick. So what I'm thinking is that I want to have clean water to pump into the garden system. If we can get some irrigation going in here. We are going to need to make it a closed room, though, so I'm going to use doors for that purpose. Wolframite iron ore, I guess. And then we use hydroponic farms in here. But I do need a fertilizer station on one end. This end, I'm going to get doors again, but I'm going to leave a little gap there so this ends up being one continuous unit. Or one big room, rather. No, we're not really going to be maximizing the capacity here, but I'm just going to make use of the space that's in the middle of the colony because it's ideal growing temperature for bristle blossom. Click on the hydrolyzer and wait for it to go in and out of max pressure. Yeah, it is hitting max pressure. That's funny. Even though the gas pressure above it is only 1,000, it's still maxing out. Huh. But I can't pump it out any faster, really. Over here it gets all the way down to like 200 grams. It just can only spread so fast, I guess. I guess theoretically, if I'm going to have a room of this size with this many machines in it, I could make this like 1 unit taller so that the hydrogen can go up a little bit higher above the electrolyzer, because you're right, it is maxing out the pressure. It's only for a moment. And it doesn't seem to be altering the amount of pressure we're sending out, because the two pumps that are sending oxygen are consistently sending 1,000 grams. It's just like self-regulating in terms of the volume of what ends up in here, I guess. Well, Scott, it kind of is maximizing the output. In terms of the amount of oxygen that it's sending out of here, it is. Well, I mean, I guess technically if you could have 3 pumps, so you could move like 1,500 consistently instead of only 1,000, but... Oh, we broke a suit. What happened there? Did we get some hydrogen in the mix? That's weird. Alright, well that needs fixing. Somebody fix the suit. We need those things. Let's dig this up. Okay, in the middle area here, I guess is where we'll do our petroleum. We'll do plastics at the bottom. So we're going to need... Where are we here? Refinement. Oil refinement can take 10 kilograms per second. And the pump will move... How much? 10 kilograms per second. So, one pump will only work one refinery, really. Unless we store it up and use it in, like, periodically, but I don't think I'm going to do that. So let's get that going. I think a duplicate actually needs to operate the refinery also, which is sort of a nuisance. Yeah, duplicate operation. Kind of a pain, but that's okay, I guess. So we'll have this. Up top here, we're going to need storage containers. So we're going to put 2 gas storage containers. Oh man, these are a little bigger than I thought. That's where we'll send our natural gas, and then we'll have liquid reservoirs at the bottom here that apparently can hold, or don't take up as much space, rather. So we'll send our petroleum into the liquid reservoirs, natural gas into the gas reservoirs, and then below here we can have our plastics production. In terms of the polymer press. Now this can take petroleum at 833 grams per second, whereas this is producing. Good lord. This is producing petroleum at a rate of, what was it, 5 kilograms per second? So we could actually have like 2 plastic polymer presses going. Now they run fairly hot, unfortunately, so we got to be a little bit careful. I'm not sure exactly what's going to happen in terms of whether it's going to melt the plastic or not. If it does, that will be kind of a nuisance. Perhaps store the oil in one of those new tanks to act as a buffer, since the refiner requires a dupe to use it, so it won't be using full time. Yeah, that's probably a good idea. Probably a good idea. They got a lot to build there already. These guys are going to be busy for a bit. Build on, my duplicate dudes. Alright, in the meantime, this is still stifling. I thought I set a higher priority on those things. I did. We have lots of slime. Let me make sure our job priorities are set up right here. Let's see. Where's our farmers? Rancher. Farmer. There we go. Party to farm. I mean, they're both prioritized for it. I think we need another one. Hey, caught up on the stream. Hey, and is that? Seems slow now in comparison. Storage almost full, by the way. Oh, nope. Can't be having that. We do have space down here. We can put more storage in, so that's all right. Give us all the lovely storages. I'm surprised they still have those treadmills there. I don't remember leaving those. And I see no purpose for even having them. I mean, they're producing extra power, but honestly, blah blah blah. Let's just disable them. I wonder if the issue is that I don't have batteries set up down there anymore. Where is our mechatronics engineer? Oh, we're so close. No, down here. Ooh, we are ready. Hold on. We can get a mechatronics engineer. Let's get BDS Empire. And live epically. Ah, 2 mechatronics engineers. Now, that's going to boost their morale requirement up pretty high. But that means we can finally build a little bit of the auto sweepers. So we can set this auto sweeper over here. It will grab from the storage that's sitting right there, and it'll fill up both of these two. Both of our 2 coal generators, and then we won't have to send a duplicate up there anymore to do it, which would be really handy. A little bit of time savings. Not that our duplicates don't get kind of lazy anyway, just sort of hanging around, but this way we can get some auto rails and stuff going to. What is going on there? Insufficient resource iron. Does that take refined metal? Man. Alright. We'll make refined metal. It's fine, I guess. I'd also like to get some auto sweepers down here to pick up all the slime and stuff that's on the ground. And send that over for storage in here. So many puffs, so little time. How many of you guys are tamed? Ooh, looks like all of them. Oh, no, not all of them. These are the guys we cut loose. This Puff Prince before. We got them loose. They were trapped down here. The issue I have here is that we do have some puffs kind of pooping on things that I don't want them to. Let's get some more airflow tile across here. Hopefully that puff will move out of the way. Oh, look at this little guy. He's trapped. I don't think I can't even reach him to wrangle him. I gotta stop and let these guys get some stuff done. Hey, CrypticFox, how's it going? Say hi to Brazil. Hello, Nicholas. Hello in Brazil. Thanks for joining the stream. What's the best material to build air pumps besides natural gas geyser? Because my gold air pumps keep getting heat damage. If you have them inside a place that's super hot, like I generally have not had problems with the gold ones having issues with a gas geyser, depending on how hot it is, I guess. But outside of that, you can make steel, tungsten. I don't think you can make them out of ceramic. I don't have anything made here, but if you refine wolframite, it crushes it to make tungsten. Tungsten has overheat temperature plus 50 degrees Celsius. Let's see, tungsten. Liquid. Tungsten is extremely tough crystalline metal, suitable for building power systems. Melting point is 3,421.9 degrees Celsius. So if you want something that's not going to take overheat damage, make it out of tungsten. Just refine some wolframite. It's going to take them forever to get through this. There's so much. I'm kind of tempted to oxygenate this area down here, but it's below the CO2 and everything, so I don't know how that's going to work out so well. New member! Welcome, Demon Barber! Thank you for the support, Demon Barber, and the membership. Enjoy the emojis and the little custom CrypticFox head logo you got over there. Tungsten equals the paragon of material. Yeah, it's really some pretty tough stuff. It's really handy for anything that's related to heat. And the nice thing too is it's high heat conductivity too. So if you want to make like metal tiles out of it with the intention of passing heat along, it's super useful that way too. High melting point, high ability to conduct heat. It's kind of good. It's good stuff. It's good stuff, that tungsten. I made this extra ladder here, but now I don't. Kind of it's in the way now. Let's throw this here. We're gonna need some piping here, so I'm gonna send. Actually, it doesn't really matter. I'm gonna do my water purification up top here. I think. Boop. I'm gonna set a water sieve like right in here. Ooh, we're getting low. Getting low. We better do that soon, I guess. Refinement water sieve. Alright. Out of the water sieve, we definitely want to insulate. I wonder if I could just tap it in right here. Just tap it in. Just tap it in. When we start running out of water in the other pipe, I think I can set it here, and even though because this will be full, the water will just pass beyond it. We'll go the other way. After we've finished with the water supply up here, though, I'll have to put this on hold at some point. Otherwise, it'll get all confused. It won't know which way to go. Hi, my new fave is streaming, or my fave is streaming. Oh, a new fave, whatever. Hi, Job. Welcome. We need to test that, Bleeder. Let's throw some dupes into volcanoes for science. We tried that already. The duplicate didn't become flammable. Gas and liquid pumps are ore only? You can't make them out of tungsten? Are you sure? Oh, yeah. It's not giving me any option for refined iron. Oh, that stinks. Well, I mean, even gold, though, should have a high overheat temperature. What's the melting point of the gold in this game? 1060. What geyser are you dealing with that's got temperatures that are higher than that? Because it shouldn't be taking damage below, like, some crazy temperatures. Well, actually, that's the melting point. So actually, it'll turn completely liquid. It'll take damage before that, but use the water purifying to cool an Aqua tuner that's cooling the output to the sieve, so you get 25 degrees Celsius water rather than 40 degrees Celsius, and delete some heat. Use the water you're purifying to cool an Aqua tuner that's cooling the output of the sieve. I'm confused about the loop you're talking about there. Hey, Baseball Boy, welcome to the channel. Keep saying it every time he streams, so you remember me. Nice. And that sucks. I thought for some reason I thought you could make pumps out of refined metals, but clearly not. I mean, you could use mini pumps, I guess. No, they've used plastics. That won't work. Bummer. Man, they're taking forever for this stuff. I have them building too many things right now. They're like super busy. We need to test the magma volcano for science. Send some dupes in. No. Ooh, is this idle now? Dormant. I kind of need a duplicate to go and test that thing. However, we don't have any tenured scientists. If I crank them up, I guess we can get them. We'll send Voltron up, and then we'll get Voltron to test this thing. Do a little analysis on that while it's dormant, and then hopefully, where are you going? Oh, he decided he's hungry. And then hopefully we can get a little more information about this cool steam vent. Find out how long that dormancy period is going to last. Maybe build new exosuits. You have lots of idle dupes. Yeah, I do. My only challenge is the amount of oxygen that's going to be required to keep the suit's fed, which is kind of a nuisance. And they're not fixing this. It's broken. Incorrect substance, it will not function until it gets repairs. Fix me. Not that they're using all the suits anyway, but... You sure it's the pump that's taking damage, not connected pipes? I think the plastic pump's now melted at 150 degrees Celsius. Do they? They might have tweaked the plastic, because it melted at a pretty low temperature. It made it pretty hard to use. Melt at 160 now. Now the stress starts to build. Nah, not really. They're still at 0%. Oh, I see what you mean because we promoted them. Yeah, so if we look at like their vitals... I don't know. We're producing some pretty high morale in our duplicants. Where are the people that we promoted, though? Voltron, 18 of 20, so that's pretty close. But even still, I'm only going to use Voltron at that level until the point where they analyze the Geyser, and then we can send them back down to the lower level. As long as they don't max out their skill set, then their morale requirement will go back down again. Too much mechatronics engineer now that they finish building. Yeah, that's a good idea. Jobs. We'll send that back to general engineer. Live epically. Well, I mean, not that they're overly stressed. Let's check their stress. We might not even need to demote them. Mechatronics engineer, 17 of 16, so they're fine. And who's our other? BDS Empire, 22 of 16. I actually don't even need to demote them. We're producing enough morale that it's fine. I mean, I actually want to build some more of the rail systems anyway. Like down here to sweep up slime would be nice. Let's get this guy. Look at all these puffs. Puffs are crazy. I desperately want to click and give them more jobs, but I've already given them so much stuff they can't even keep up with it. Water sieve outputs water at 40 degrees Celsius. If you pass that through an aqua tuner that's cooled by the input water, polluted water you're sieving, then you get usable 25 degrees Celsius water, and it only costs power. Oh, so what do you mean? So you're talking like put the aqua tuner down here, pump it up into the sieve. Actually, if I relocate the sieve, if we put the sieve down here, we pump it into the sieve, send it from the sieve down through the aqua tuner. Yeah, that's actually a good idea. I like that. I like that. Refinement, water sieve. We'll stick it down here. And then we'll need to reroute this piping a little bit, which is probably just as well they haven't built it all. I'll send it in over here. We'll send it out. Where can I even fit the aqua tuner? Aqua tuner takes a lot of power, though. Where is it? In utilities, I think, right? Yeah, Thermo Aqua Tuner. It's going to consume 1.2 gigawatts or kilowatts of power. 1.21 gigawatts. 1.21 gigawatts. Let's stick it like right down here. This would be a very odd system. Send this back down. Shabam. And then we'll need to pipe this back out of here. Man, I'm going to need a ladder in here. There we go. It's a sort of a weird roundabout system, but if I can get enough power to actually run all that stuff, that'll be good. Stress is slowly but steadily climbing. It's at 15%, but it's specific Voltron. It's not the other duplicants. Voltron, we jumped Voltron way up. So Voltron's not producing enough. So up here, if you look at the amount of... they're only producing 18 morale, and they have a requirement of 20. So their stress is rising, but nobody else is. So everyone else is fine. And we're going to demote Voltron as soon as they finish analyzing the steam vent anyway. I think you lost your stable bonus in the puff room. Nope. All the doors are open and everything. It should be okay, I think. Yeah, it's fine. It's only for taming anyway, and they're pretty much all tamed in here now, so it doesn't really net us anything right now. Look at all the puffs we're getting, though. All the puffs that hatch, they end up tamed when they hatch anyway. So we're fine. No harm, no foul. What am I going to do for power down here, though? I really don't want CO2 in there. I guess we could let this area fill up with CO2. It's not so bad. It's already got it all in here anyway. All right, so if we set up 2 coal generators down here, we should have lots of coal at the moment. Where's our consumable ore? 32 tons of coal. Plus there's lots of it still on the map. So that'd be all right. Polani, $2 super chat. Hi, Snoop and Z's boss. Snoops is the best. We heart Snoops. Yes, we do. Thanks for the super chat, Polani. Appreciate that. Gas power or petroleum power? Well, I'm leaning actually towards the gas power. Now this, but we're not really in a place to actually produce that power yet. And plus all this is going to consume more power. So we're going to have some serious power needs soon. Soon. I would like to find a natural gas geyser, but we haven't found one yet. What's a diamond down here? Any more geysers we got hiding down here? Just a volcano there. Oh yeah, there's a geyser up here I didn't identify yet. It's kind of in an awkward place to get to, though. A little bit awkward. So what I was saying, if we draw tiles on top of it, we can tell by where it'll allow us to place the tiles what size thing it is. So this one is actually a... I think in order for it to be a gas vent, it's got to be like 4 tiles high, right? I think. Let me see a gas vent to compare. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so it'll stop building over 4 tiles. So this is another volcano up here. Because it's only 3 tiles high, so it's another volcano. Got volcanoes for days. Oop, there's another one. Neutronium. Another volcano. Stop it, volcanoes. What I really need is like a natural gas geyser or another cool steam vent, but I guess we don't have one. Beep, 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 beep. Simon back works today. Is that anything to do with CrypticFox? That's so funny. Want spring rolls now, but there's no good takeout place near. Oh, there's this Thai food place that I eat at. That's near my work every now and then. What? Hold on, it's always near my work, but I eat at it now and then. Man, English are hard. And they make incredible spring rolls. Sometimes I could just make a whole meal out of them. But they also make a really good cashew chicken. Cashew chicken. $5 super chat. Snoop's NZ boss should promote Snoop's NZ just like Voltron and Oni. Ignore the demotion later. Thanks for the super chat, TGP. I just think it's really funny that you bumped into somebody randomly who also follows the channel. That's really wacky to me. Alright, what do we got here going on piping-wise? These produce... Is it CO2 they make? I can't remember. I hardly ever get around to making plastics. Plastic steam. Oh, I forgot they make steam. Well, not very much of it. 8.33 grams per second of steam and carbon dioxide. So we're actually going to get water out of this system too. Not a lot of it, mind you, but we will get some. Which is probably actually a good thing because the water will help keep the plastic cool. On this seat, I found a gas geyser in the bottom right across from the polluted water pump. Oh, okay, so we gotta go way down there. Could be a slush geyser. Yeah. Oh yeah, because the slush geysers are the same size as a volcano, aren't they? Ooh, that would be handy. Because they put out what is it? Polluted water they make, like nice cold polluted water. Plastic, plastic, plastic. This is gonna produce CO2, which we don't have any slicksters to consume. I need a ladder in here. Oh, they built the Aqua tune already. That's handy. Give me all this stuff. It's funny. I told them to build this pump a long time ago. It's unreachable? Wait, what? Cancel. There's no way that's unreachable. That's so weird. I don't know why it said it was unreachable. A lot of water. Oh, did it run out? Oh, it did finally. Okay, good. Oh, okay, bad. I actually don't have my water set up to be able to compensate yet. Minor problems. Minor problems. Okay, let's get some piping in here because we're gonna need some oxygen rather soon. They go through oxygen so fast. Sub priority 6. Please get to all that. Now on the flip side, we do have polluted water coming out down here. Could theoretically branch it on. Actually, it'd be more. It would take longer to do it this other way, I suppose. Better off just to get this done. Make that connection. Sub priority 6. And then we're desperately going to need a power source. So I think I'm just going to do the 2 coal generators down here for now. We'll stick them right in here. On top is a mesh tile because they're going to produce a little bit of melting. Small amount of melting power. Coal generators. Uno, dos. Little storage container we can put coal in. And while we're at it, so this is going to produce 1,600 watts of power, I believe. Ooh, only 1,200. Drat. For some reason, I thought they were 8s, but I'm thinking instead of thinking natural gas power. What's the fish with more mouth than body? Those are the tropical pacus. The pacus don't really seem to have any real benefit aside from eating them. Although there are some of these that will actually they'll produce. You see, these are produce polluted dirt. There's some that will actually clean the water, but not those ones. You should promote your dupe that was researching that geyser. Are they finished researching it? Oh yeah, they are. Yep, I definitely should. Analysis complete. It's not going to be active for another 20, almost 25 cycles. So let's disable this building for now. We'll go back to jobs and demote Voltron. Move them back to scientist level, I guess. There we go. Because their stress was building quick. They get stressed really fast when they're not meeting their needs. I actually think I'm gonna need a triple power system in here. Okay. This is gonna burn a lot of coal. Good lord. All right. Coal, coal, coal. Mesh tile under these. We're gonna throw a ladder down here. We'll use a mesh tile in the middle over here. Actually, is this gonna be able to reach with the automation? Sweeper. Oh, with all the snow there, I can't see the reach. Ooh, it's gonna be close. I think if I put it here, it can reach it all. Hopefully it can reach through that gap. I think it can, but I'm not 100% sure. And then we'll put storage container here to hold coal in that it can pass into that stuff. Gotta dig all this out. This is going to present a problem because we're not going to get this water fast. What can we do in the interim? We could pump it out of here, I guess. Short-term fix. We'll pump some water from here. Gotta make sure our oxygen supply continues. This is so sloppy. Alright. Oops. Did I make a derpy pipe and make it even sloppier? Come on. Connect to the power grid. So priority 7. Do this first and then go do the other stuff. Dun dun dun. I should put a switch on the pump, not deactivate. Yeah, I really should actually. I have a switch up here already, but what I'll do is we'll do a little automation business in here again. We'll take an ammo sensor, stick it in here, I guess. Automation wire. It's kind of a waste of wire, but good lord. No! You're killing me. Need more materials. Copy settings. We'll set all these up so they're the same as that. Oh, I have a second one that's broken. Ruh-roh. Probably because we ran out of air down here. These pumps continued running. So they sucked up hydrogen, sent it off to the suit. We also pumped some hydrogen into the colony, which is collected up at the top now. It's kind of out of the way, but it's sort of a nuisance. Not thrilled about that. Let's turn these on for the interim. I don't even know why I bothered with this whole pump business. Let's cancel this. I forgot I had the algae deoxidizers here still. We can just turn these on. We have tons of algae right now. 2 suits down or find some gold. Oh, is that what I made those out of? That would make sense. There we go. Get them fixed. It'd be better to place switches with ammo / hydro sensors so you can alter them. Something. Yeah, that's what I'm doing over here. I set an ammo one here. This one here to control this. That way when I want to change it, I can just shift it. The water with slime storage is germs. Don't want to tap into the for cooking before using a small area. Oh yeah, I did forget actually that it was touching off the cooking space. But these don't use water for cooking anyway. Mushrooms just cook mushrooms. They don't require water input. Frost buns, peppers. Such little amount of sleet wheat grain. Poor duplicants. How are we doing over here with this thing? Kind of forgot I had this set up over here. Oh, he's all roped up. Okay, this needs to be set up to handle sage hatch, stone hatches too. There we go. So they can get dropped off. There we go. Food. I need more refined metals. I'm gonna have to make a better refinery. I've just been using this basic one for the longest time, but we really should actually have a proper one. This also produces sand, which is kind of handy, but... Oh yeah, so we got 12 tons of algae. Maybe turn on the oxidizer thing for a quick O2 boost. Yeah, that's what I did. I turned them both on. So they're not gonna produce a lot of oxygen because they're really not that powerful relative to the number of duplicates we have breathing, but it should be fine. The duplicates will survive. They'll be a little light on air for a little bit, but it's taking them forever to build this stuff down here. They've already started this. Let's set these for consumable ore for coal. Oh, and actually, I want to have these set at the same as the one at the top here because I don't want them... Copy settings. I don't want them to rob from one place to stash into another. We're also going to need some batteries to turn these things off. Surrounding area is now red hot temp because the AC, so does the O2 still cool down in that condition? Sorry, in which situation? Got it backwards. The surrounding air cooling or oxygen. Oh, it's the gulpfish is the clean water. Thanks, Anna. That's right. We have the tropical variety. We don't have the gulp ones though. wonder how much of this oil will leak out if I dig a hole down. We're gonna need to go down here anyway, so I'm gonna see what happens. If we dig into that, I'm wondering if there's gonna be a little bit of an eruption of oil that comes up. Pleasant chit chat. What else can we do to give these guys some more relaxation? Let's go into our furniture. We have like the arcade cabinet and stuff, but it takes a fair amount of power. 1.2 kilowatts. Good lord. We have the espresso machine, which requires fresh water, of course, a pinch of pepper nuts, and power. Now the power is not too crazy for that one, but it does give a +4 to morale, which is kind of nice. We have lots of pinch of pepper nuts at the moment, but if we start producing more of the bread and stuff, that's not going to be the case forever. I got these set on mushrooms. Okay. Let's see, fried mushrooms, regular mushrooms, and meal lice is all we have in there. Yeek. Yeek. Let's deconstruct all this. We need a station in here. Throw a little farm station in. Oil will flood your thermo thingy? You think so? Is it going to go up that high? I mean, it's right around 2,000 kilograms. What are the normal tiles worth? Is it only 1,000 for oil? If it's just sitting loose? 470 to 37? Yeah, it actually might. That'll be awesome. Messy. Messy, but neat. I mean, this pump is already well positioned to be able to tap into it, but... Alright, guys. Good with the coal storage. That's nice. They're making a mess, which is good. This water's all going to end up down here on top of the oil. If all that bloated water is going to electrolyzer, it doesn't need the Aqua tuner. That was if you're using the base for cooking, etc. Yeah, there is that, I guess. Well, it's going to go into here, but it's also going to go into our planters. So it actually has 2 places to go. For the most part, the reality is you actually don't really need to cool water very much in this game. Pretty much the only time you need to cool it is if you're going to use it like as a standing resource. I'm out of fertilizer. I'm constantly out of fertilizer. Hope this isn't a rude question to ask on an Oni stream, but if you consider playing They Are Billions at least one more time... Oh, I'm definitely going to play it at least one more time. I'm not done with that game yet, don't worry. Would adding a power station increase the power output or just efficiently? It does increase the power output. It also requires you to consume refined metals in order to do it. Oil's 850 normally? Oh boy, that's really going to erupt out of there. Maybe we'll put that on hold for now. Save that for a bit. We might need to cap this thing. When we're ready to pump it out, we might have to put like a door or something we can cap it. 100 Celsius oil boiling up in the cold biome. More water! It'll be all polluted water, but yeah. Well, mostly polluted. It all gets kind of mixed together, but... Alright, they fixed these, so that's good. I guess we can now use this for the iron I wanted. Oh, they finished all this too. Nice. Alright. Automation. Just touch that wire off. And then enable this pump. I don't even know if I should bother with the Aqua tuner down here. I'm pretty sure the water that you pump into the hydroponic farm tiles doesn't actually heat it up, but I haven't tested it to be certain. Have you tried out We Happy Few? No, that's a game that I really wanted to play, but I never thought was really a good fit for the channel. So I didn't end up playing it. But it does look like a really good game. You keep overheating your telescope. I haven't even built one yet. I'm hoping probably next stream we can start to make our way up towards the surface so we can get that telescope built up there and complete that research. Have you thought about playing Surviving Mars again? I did toy around with it, yeah. Lately I just feel like there's so much I want to play. It's really hard to find the time to do it all. Please build all this stuff. Power room only uses 5 kilograms of refined metal and lasts for 3 cycles, you believe? Yeah, my only hang up with that is you're constantly having to create the refined metal. And then your duplicates still have to spend time doing it. Like, they have to go down there to set it up. It looks like we have stuff here that I'm going to have to dig up. I'm going to set some fancy mesh tile in here. Turn this into a room, and we'll see how it goes. In refinement, we have not the Oxalate Refinery. Where is it? Extracts crude oil using clean water. Stations, that's where it should be. The Space Cadet Centrifuge. I want to set that thing up so bad. Textile loom, farm station, power control station. There we go. Ooh, I didn't make that big enough. Well, la-di-da. Drat. I guess if I deconstruct these, the duplicates can still get onto things from down here. If they ever get this dug up, we'll put the power station like right here, I think. Power control station. Ooh, it's gonna be a little iffy whether it's gonna fit. Yeah, this thing's massive. It's too big. We shall see. Whoops, what did I click on? Whoops, didn't mean to do that. Forrest was complaining a lot about dupes just constantly dropping the electronics instead of working the power room too. So some kind of buggy right now. Well, yeah, maybe. Maybe it was also like a function of them like holding their breath too long or something. Hot water heats the plants if you use the hydroponic tiles. Yeah, I haven't experimented with it to test it, so I'll take your word for it. So we're going to cool it down. We'll use the Thermo Aqua tuner for that. We're going to need some fancy wiring in here, though, because this is going to be pretty power intensive. If we check our power overlay, I mean, 1200. We're going to need the conductive wire, which is going to need a whole bunch of refined metal. Because the conductive wire can handle 2 kilowatts of power. Now, on the plus side, we can also use this same power generation to power some other things, so we'll see how that goes. But in the meantime, we need to refine more stuff. Let's take a look at our refinery. So we've been using the rock granulator. It takes 240 watts of power, but our other option is the metal refinery. Which takes 1.2 kilowatts of power. Good lord. Produces a lot more heat. But it's also more effective at refining. You get a much better output. My lord, that's going to take a lot of power, though. 1.2 kilowatts versus 240. You know what? I don't want to do that. Let's just... I don't even want to... What do I have to store at? Consumable ore. Bleachstone. Alright. Well, we can deconstruct this. I'll put a little bit more tiling in here, and we'll just use a second granulator. Because I just don't want to spend another 1.2 kilowatts of power on that. Do I have fertilizer? Nope. Pretty much not. Organic, cultivatable soil, agriculture, fertilizer, 0 kilograms. We ain't got none. Fertilizer you need polluted dirt for. Polluted dirt we can get from our water sieves, so they'll get a little bit from that. We can also get it from boiling off. Well, actually, I think you just get regular dirt off of boiling off polluted water. So, fertilizer is actually one of those challenging things to keep up in the game these days. It's hard to keep enough polluted dirt going. And if you look at our fertilizer maker, I guess in refinement, fertilizer synthesizer, got to set a lot of polluted water in there. So we probably should set up some sort of a fertilizer setup. It consumes dirt also, though. Hate that. Metal fryers are a pain to cool without using tricks, though. Yeah. Yeah, the whole thing is really... Check volcanoes to see if they have any of their metal. Well, yeah, this one down here is it's just a minor volcano. So it sends out magma. This one up here, I guess we could try to get over there. It's going to create a bit of an issue. Because we got all this polluted water here. Kind of got to navigate around that nastiness. If I could just send the polluted water down. Nice handy cold biome there, too. Okay, this is largely done. We just need all that refined metal now. Where is that? Oh, yeah, they're done up here. Good, so let's go back to refinement. We'll look at our rock granite. We'll throw a second one of these in here. Or not. What's going on? Oh, the plant's in the way. Really? That little plant. It's not even growing. Rotten little plant. All right. Dig that up so we have space. I'm gonna teach our. Well, oh, dudes, you get no. Okay, this is a problem. You guys can't go up there. You're no use to me in this little tiny room up here. Get out of there. That's so funny. They're all hiding. They're like cats. Hiding under the bed. What about the guys to the right of your colony? Which one? Oh, this one over here. This one's not a geyser either, I don't think. Ooh, it's pretty close. I mean, we could probably get to this one to check it. Relative to the other ones, this one's easy to get to. We can just go in here. They can run all the way up here, and then we can dig out part of this and find out. Find out what this one is. Maybe it's a slush one. I hear Weezeworts over there. Why not just float to the base with liquid gold? Refined metal for days. We've done that with liquid copper. Molten copper, whatever. The duplicants didn't seem to like it very much. I don't know why. Base will eventually need both. Yeah, I'm not in a hurry to do it right now because the amount of power it's going to take to run it. Might as well check that point of interest room by the geyser. This one over here. Yep. Yeah, we can check that. Maybe there's another fancy brain machine in there. Sedimentary rock. You know what? We should be making these ladders out of sedimentary rock so I don't have to run for much. Sedimentary rock. Igneous rock. Granite. Sedimentary rock. There we go. Oh, actually, that one's already high enough. We don't even need to make that one. Just dig it all out. Like so. Dig, dig, dig. It's a gold volcano? Oh, that's good. Sort of. I mean, that'll get us refined gold. Polluted oxygen guys are pretty handy when you have a puff farm. Yeah, I guess they really would be. Puffs are plotting something. They've got, like, little devious expressions going on over there. Oh, he's hatched. We can put more eggs in here. I thought we still had shine bugs around our base, but apparently we don't. Oh no, these guys are running out of oxygen for the suits. They really need to get this done fast. Give me some more of this fancy iron stuff. It's very soon going to get to the point where they're not going to be able to... not going to be able to go down there with the exosuits because they're not going to have any oxygen for them. Your mealwood's inaccessible. That's fine. I'm actually destroying the mealwood anyway. The intent is just to get rid of it. Yeah, let's make it out of gold. We have gold to spare. Like so, and then we're going to need hydroponic tiles in here. There we go. Dun, dun, dun. Was there some shine bugs in a POI area somewhere near the bottom left of the base? Maybe. Yep. 2 of them in there, and there's an egg there too, so there'll be a 3rd one. They make such cute little noises. These kids are awesome. Our puffs are even going down into here now. Guys. All right. Apparently there's stuff for you to breathe down there. Ooh, this thing's erupting. Fortunately, it doesn't really produce a lot of heat while it's buried. There's water in the airflow pipes and the upper coal generators, stressing your dupes when they go way up there. Oh, is there? Whereabouts? Ooh. Yep, gold volcano. You were right. It is a gold volcano. It's kind of handy having somebody else who's actually accessed the seed. All right, so you said, sorry, water near the airflow pipes? Where? Oh, there's water there. Mop that up. We need this in here. No, that's not what I wanted. All right, what does it? Doesn't really matter. Water in the airflow tiles, the upper coal generators. I don't really see it. Because they don't really walk past here. Let's try mopping. Maybe it's just like not displaying it. Oh, yeah. Well, that's a nuisance. Get all that all mopped up, it'll be all right. The only thing they come up here for is to deliver coal, actually, because this thing's doing all the filling now. This coal storage is a 7, so these should be set at an 8. There we go. Eating a cheese sandwich. All right. They got it cleaned up at least. So that's good. We're getting, I swear we're getting more puffs in this little room. They're like congregating, plotting their evil plans and stuff. All right, so we can start running the power lines. Because we have, ooh, 450. That's not very much. I'm gonna go like so. I'm gonna need a wire bridge here. Conductive wire bridge. We'll jump this over there, and then we'll send our conductive wire up the fire pole. So some poor duplicate can get shocked as they go up the fire pole. That'd be great. Another conductive wire bridge going back this way. Oops. Did not mean to do that. Oh, man. I'm already ready to refine metal. This stinks. Dun, dun. Did they finish building this one? They did. So we can set this for iron ore also. Just give me tons of this. Dupes sound like they swallowed whistles. Yeah. Do temperature plates work for items on the floor? Like in terms of like loose materials and things? Not that I've noticed so much. Those loose materials sitting on the floor seem to hold their temperature really well. Puff to absolutely look for PO now. Yeah, they're looking for polluted oxygen. But the funny thing is, like up here it's all CO2. Like I don't know why they're hanging out up there. When down here there is still some polluted oxygen being generated, just from the polluted water. I don't know. They're still pooping though, so that's something. If you're not pooping, you're not playing. Oh, it's still live. I thought I missed it. Hey, Corbin. Hey, I should get a life. Ride the lightning. Yeah, whoever goes down that fire pole is going to get a big surprise. All the electrical wiring of it. Hopefully it's got a good insulation on it. Hopefully. Come on, guys. Give me what I need down here. I needs it. I needs it bad. Oh, wait a minute. Can they even go down there anymore? Are the suits out of air? I gotta turn this off for now. Let's Stable building. This will let all of our duplicants who are idle and not doing things actually run down there and build. They're not going to have exosuits, but that's okay. Could be worse. Wait a minute, how do you get up there with an exosuit? How did he manage that? Oh, must have been because I turned the gate off, so he didn't drop the suit off. He's gonna run around wearing the suit forever now. Take the suit off, man. Alright, whatever. I guess it's alright. I mean, he's gonna be hanging out in this nasty air, but at some point this suit's gonna run out of air. I hope he can take it off. Okay, I got an idea. We're gonna send him out to here. We'll enable this building again. Oh, now where are you going? He's suffocating. Is that him? What? Rangy, don't hang out in the... it's all that hydrogen that got loose up here. Let's let the hydrogen out of this space. Let it out and then we'll close it back off again. Do I sense at the end of your dupes death by no oxygen and lack of water? No, it's fine. We have oxygen production. So it's not the light blue that I like, but with two of these things running, we're getting enough oxygen to keep everyone alive. Water on top of polluted water is stopping off-gassing. Is there clean water on top of here? Oh, there is too. I don't have a good way to get rid of that aside from pumping it off and then trying to sieve it. That's a real nuisance, though. I kind of want it to off-gas a bit. But I really don't have means for more power in here. Puffs, get out of here. Did I ever respond to your previous question? Well, I don't know what your previous question was, so I'm going to go with probably no. I don't know. If the water's small enough quantity, you can mop it right off the polluted water. Can you? Let's try that. Nope. It's got to be on a floor. If that was a thing you could do before, they've definitely changed it. It's got to be on a floor now. Build tiles in the spot, then mop was how you fix that. Oh, okay. So if we throw like a tile... Well, probably not an airflow tile, because it'll act weird around it. So if we throw a tile like right there, for example, we'll get like the skim of water on top that we can mop. Bottle the top layer on the left. Oh, like way over here. There's a corner that has water on it. Yeah, if we go over here, we might be able to skim that, I guess. Oh no, let me cancel this. We'll see. Oops. Fingers on the wrong placement. We'll see if we can mop this little corner right here. It might be unreachable without the without the Atmos suits, but we'll see. Well, it's not showing that it is, but we'll see. He picked up slime from way down there. Dude, there's slime like right here. Oh, he's storing it away. See, I need to stop with that too. I'd really like to get some auto sweepers going down there to take care of that. Let's get more of this made. Levepically still hasn't dropped off that suit. Oh, it's more cowbell now that has it. All right. Okay, how about you instead come over here? I want to get rid of this suit so I can turn the gate off and get more people working down here. All right, disable building. Somebody go turn the building off. No, you're killing me. Honestly. Honestly, come on. There he goes, running around with the spacesuit inside of him, calling again. All right, whatever. I guess it's not that big a deal. Hopefully he'll take it off, even with that thing turned off. I enabled it again, but now I gotta get him to actually take the darn thing off. Where'd you go with the spacesuit, buddy? There you are. There we go. Get rid of that. Now disable this. Good lord. They'll drop the suit on the floor if they run out of O2 entirely. Shouldn't be a problem. Oh, okay. That's fine then, I guess. We'll just leave it turned off then. Now that it's turned off, they should take care of that. No, the one issue is that they're going to be running through some nasty water and stuff, so stress is going to climb quick. Everyone's going to feel all... They're going to feel all squishy and goopy and things. Alright, we have enough to make some more conductive wire. So we'll just send that in there and down into here. Remove some carbon dioxide? It's fine. I don't really need to. So this loop here is set up to remove carbon dioxide. When this sensor detects carbon dioxide right here, then the scrubber will turn on and it'll get rid of it. The CO2 is all sitting currently like down in these like corner areas where it's not really an issue. Plus over here I need the CO2 for the farm anyway. Can tell the dupes to unequip the suit. I could have done that too, I guess. But then they just drop it on the floor. How's more cowbell? Well, they're still alive, so I guess that's something. So priority 6. What are they doing up here on this stuff? We need a lot of refined metal, folks. Keep making it. Keep making it. We still haven't even gotten the plastics I wanted to make. It's killing me. All this stuff to make more water for oxygen. Am I planning to play a game called Factorio? Not really. I have it. I didn't get super into it. I kind of toyed around with it a little bit, but I didn't really pursue it a whole lot. I've had the game for a while. There is another game that's coming out called Satisfactory that's kind of like a 3D version of Factorio. That one I'm looking forward to. I don't know what the release date's supposed to be. They haven't even started an alpha or anything on it yet, but it looks pretty cool. Why isn't the air system working? Because it doesn't have water currently. Our water geyser up here, our steam geyser stopped producing, and we kind of used up all the water that was in there. This whole system down here, we're designing to set up a new fresh water supply in order to feed into that system to let it run again. But in the meantime, I just have these things running off of algae, which is fine because we have lots of algae at the moment. 7.9 tons of it. Should collect the hydrogen from the top. Yeah, probably should. We could even put it in a storage container. There's hydrogen up here too. I just sort of create events and let it off gas up there, or off gas pass through there, whatever you want to call it. Deconstruct these and close them in again. Actually, this one too. Some duplicate's gonna trap themselves on the other side of this. Just you wait. They'll go to the other side to break these things. It's gonna happen. Almost guaranteed. I should just, you know what? We'll just plan ahead. I guarantee they're gonna trap themselves if I leave it that way. They're doing a right building down here, but it's sure going slow. Slow, slow, slow. This can go up here. This can go here, and then I'm gonna send another line off of here so we can have a smart battery, which needs a lot more refined metal. But we'll put a smart battery right here, and we use that to turn off our coal generators when we don't need them. Cut the wire of the jukebox. Did I again? That's the second time I did that. No! Duplicates have to have entertainment. Finish our hydroponic farm in here. Our calories are dropping quick. 113,000 since we stopped producing mealwood. Meal ice, whatever. Last time I checked, you can build different types of tiles right on top of each other. You didn't have to deconstruct first. I don't know, it always seems to get messed up with like the airflow tiles, I find. Yeah, you're right. That's fine. Maybe I'm thinking in debug mode it doesn't work. I get playing around in debug mode when I'm testing things or if I'm doing like a tutorial or something. Will freezing and condensing chlorine make bleach stone? I don't think so. I don't know though, actually. I mean, I know you can turn it into liquid chlorine, but I don't know if like you freeze it if it turns into bleach stone. I wouldn't think so, but right now it'll be 160 cycles before they finish it. Before they finish which? Does the power station fit now? Good question. I have a feeling not. Have a feeling this thing may not afford the amount of space we need. I can't even check. I don't have refined metal to check it, but this is taking so much metal down here. They're slowly building it. Need more rail systems so the guys don't have to pick things up themselves. Freezing chlorine gets you solid chlorine, not bleach stone. Yeah, I wouldn't think so. Bleach stone is produced by squeaky puffs. Is it? Aw, this poor guy's starving. Time till death, 6.3 cycles. Ooh, there's meat. Meat. Sweep this at an 8. Get that meat out of there. How are things with our hatches over here? This is progressing a little bit more slowly than I would like it to, actually. I want a barbecue. We want to have a consistent supply of meat so we can have barbecue to feed our colony. That'd be great. Good for the morale. Plus, it's barbecue. Can't go wrong with barbecue. It was from the same rant. Why are we here? Plastic came from. Oh, I see. I probably should actually prioritize my plastic setup down here. They can do that over top of this whole system. As long as we still have algae, we can keep running these for a bit. It doesn't create the highest concentration of oxygen or anything. Oh, these guys up here are sleeping in carbon dioxide. Oh, how did they end up with... How did I do that? I can't believe I didn't put airflow tiles in these rooms. That's really weird. Huh. Poor guys, they're sleeping in CO2. It's not exactly a restful night. Gotta build a tire closer to the ladder to get to that meat. Do we? I didn't even look. Yep, you're right. Forgot I dug it out 2 spaces wide there. Dun, dun, dun. I feel like every time I have a plan to do something, I wind up having to spend a whole bunch of time working on going back to the basics to resupply things like food and oxygen. Got the neural vacillator open yet? Oh, we did open up a room over here. I didn't see what it was in it, though. Oh, it's just lockers. Oh, and there's a neural vacillator there, underneath the volcano. Oh, that's so funny. All right. Get them little stepping stones up here, so somebody can make use of that. That's handy. Plus, we can rummage through the lockers. Who's suffocating and why? That's a bad place to go for air, folks. Obsidian is actually hard when harvesting, but when polishing will turn type of glass. Oh, yeah. Sleeping on CO2 does about a good, yep. How about a rousing course of O Canada? How about not? I don't know how to sing. What are they doing? They'd rather come down here and drink, like, breathe in this nasty air than go back up here where the oxygen is. Must be just, like, a tiny bit too far away for them. They've decided they can't take it anymore. I should give them a little oxygen room that they can go to sort of get refreshed, but the intention over here is to have the exosuits, which are not working so well right now. Put somebody plan on an astronaut on the vacillator in case morale boost perk. Yeah, well, I was last time we put Voltron on the one vacillator we found, the one that was up here. This one had Voltron on it. Sam A, connect right side of farm down to refinery. Oh, right here. Yeah. Well, I want the CO2 to stay trapped in here, though. That's my only concern. I guess there's a lot of CO2 down here now. I guess it's not really that big of an issue. This is all hydrogen. Yeah, actually, I don't want to do that. There's all this hydrogen in here. If I let that loose up here, then it'll interfere with the growing of dust caps. It's faster to go down than travel up, so that's where they go. I guess so, but it's just nasty air. Like, they're picking the worst place to go to breathe. Like, let's go all the way down here, at the bottom of the frozen area, where there's some really stinky, polluted oxygen coming up. You know, right above this, the toxic oil smells. That's where we're going to go hang out. It's the air we crave. Whoop, whoop. When inhaling CO2, you get memory loss for a few days, and late-minded in real life. Was that what happened to me? Like, that very well could be. Dun, dun, dun. Snazzy suits give a boost to morale by increasing decor. Yeah, they are pretty good that way. We only got one snazzy suit, though. The other two are warm sweaters. How do we want to wear this thing? I feel like Voltron needs a snazzy suit. Okay, and then in terms of the neural vacillator, we should probably pick somebody who's in the scientist chain of things. So maybe we'll give it to Ari Luco. Set up a CO2 scrubber out there to stretch out the O2, something that the duplicants will use up. I don't really want to scrub the CO2 out there. I'm scrubbing it in the base only where required. Everything out here, they're not really intended to be breathing this for very long. They're supposed to be using the exosuits, but we ran out of oxygen supply for those. I mean, I guess alternatively, I could set up an algae system to produce oxygen just for the exosuits and then have them use those. I don't know. Let's get our liquid pumps out of here. Actually, I want to do these in order, so hopefully it'll fill them up until they're ready. This one here we're gonna need. We need the input pipe for the crude oil here. Crude oil input pipe can go in there. For some reason, I thought there was going to be a gas vent off of this for the natural gas, but I guess it's just going to wind up pooling out of here, and we'll have to pump it up. No good. No good at all. Rat, that's kind of a nuisance. All right, well, out of here, we can use our fancy liquid pipe. to supply these. Oh man, come on. That's that. And of course we need power also, but we can get that from this power generation system. See, Voltron's my favorite. Why is Voltron my favorite? Oh, they got hypothermia because they're down there without the exosuits on. Poor, poor sick duplicants. Everybody's suffocating down here. Team Voltron, making a better tomorrow. Okay, I'm really starting to miss those exosuits now. I hate the pop-up alerts. These poor duplicants. I'm just abusing them at this point. And to think I don't even have the Thermo Nullifier on. If that thing was running, they'd really be cold. Liquid storage tanks by the refinery have input and output. By the way, you have it connected right now. They will not empty. Yeah, I'm not really intending for them to empty. So the way I have it here, I'm going to send a certain amount for plastics, but this thing produces 5 kilograms per second of petroleum. We're going to store up the petroleum, and we're going to use some of the petroleum to produce plastic. Because these only use like 500 grams per second. So 2.5 kilograms per second is going to go down here, and the remainder is going to get all stored up. And later we'll tap it out of there to make use of it. Oh my gosh, with the suffocation warnings. Stop it, guys. Go breathe somewhere. You can make more tubes, you can't make more water. That's not entirely true. Oh my gosh, with the suffocation warnings. Just stop. It's gotta be one duplicate stepping in and out of this. Oh, Ari, looko. I'm like, just stop. Meanwhile, we got him strapped into a chair where he can't breathe. Complete the neural process. Let's see what Ari's got. Regenerative trait. Well, that's good. You can heal from being suffocated for a while. Here I'm ignoring the alert, and it's Ari looko that we stuck on the machine way up top. Whoops. Sorry, Ari. At least he didn't die. Petroleum makes plastic? I thought crude oil. The crude oil makes petroleum, and then the petroleum gets fed into the plastic machine to make the plastic. So if you look at refinement, polymer press consumes 833 grams per second of petroleum. And that produces 500 grams per second of plastic, as well as some steam and some other stuff. So you got to convert it to petroleum before you can make plastic out of it. Durgan! Welcome. Kind of coming towards the end of the stream. Go back like 30 seconds, you missed Comedy Gold. I don't know what you're talking about. Nothing funny ever happens on this stream. We don't have jokes, we just have stupid. That's what we specialize in. I'm getting a fair amount of refined iron here, I thought. No, not that much. 850 kilograms of it. This is waiting on gold. Oh, man. I thought I told it to make it out of refined iron. No wonder it's not getting done. They're running out of material I'm not even making. What about this stuff? Iron, okay. You think about using a petroleum generator to use excess petroleum and give much needed power boost once the water O2 is finished. Yeah. You know what? Actually, I've never even used the petroleum generator in this game. I've always used different methods. Consumes 2,000 grams per second, so 2 kilograms per second of petroleum. Produce carbon dioxide, polluted water, 750 grams per second. Always with the suffocating. Go where the breathing's good, guys. Come on. What I should do. We currently have an excess of algae at the moment, so we could put one of these in here. Give them a place to breathe. Maybe they won't be so unhappy. You mean to have SMRT people? SMRT. I mean SMART. Have a good night, Nikki. Thanks for coming out. It's quite a powerhouse, the petroleum generator. Yeah, I've never used it. I don't know why. I think it's because I've always used alternate mechanisms for power, and then I'm restarting colonies so often that I don't really get like super long cycle colonies. 45% rise at 53%. Woohoo! It's only a couple duplicates. It's only really live epically. Let's check his vitals. What's going on with live epically here? Ooh, he's only getting a morale of 12. That's really not very good. I think he must have run out of the good foods. But we can demote him, and that will save some stress on Live Epically's part. There you go. BDS Empire is already maxed out, so there's no going back for BDS Empire. He's already hit that stress point. And he's at 35%. But that's okay. We have massage tables as long as they're plugged in. And they are. I still haven't fixed this wire though. Oh, that's probably why I'm not getting as much morale too. They don't have the same kind of relaxation time. The dupes live in a hotel hell instead of paradise bombs. Yeah, I guess so. Slow loss of O2 in the call is going to be my downfall? Nah. I wouldn't say we have a slow loss of O2 right now. It's continuing to build up. We're okay. There's really nothing, aside from the fact that our food is going down faster than I would like it to. Because we're predominantly just using fried mushrooms. That's not such a great thing. Where are we in terms of... Sleet wheat grains, we have 56 of them. So we could actually make some more bread. Make some pepper bread. That'll give everyone a morale boost, which would be nice. Plus they get a nice boost in kilocalories. We're not really critical on anything right now. Although, like I said, with the number of duplicates we have, this amount of calories can actually be burned through fairly quick. Only 72 minutes left in the stream. No, not so much. Only about 12 minutes left. Hella card. How many shifts do I have now? I have, I don't know, 4 or 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shifts. Yeah, they're not using the med bay. Let's get rid of these. Deconstruct those beds. The trouble is there's only one bed in here because we have a pharma chamber for duplicates actually get sick with illnesses outside of pneumonia. If they would just hurry up and finish this stuff. Now that I have them using the right materials. Then we get some water flowing in there again, which means we could refill the suits with oxygen. High enough O2 pressure will hurt the dupe ears. Yeah, it's got to get up to like almost like I think it's between 2,500 or it's either 25 and higher or 3,000 and higher. I can't remember. Sick dupes, where they don't have like an illness kind of sickness from germs. They got pneumonia from being down in the cold biome. So it's just a minor illness, really. No gas output. Refinement. What do we got to do for these? CO2 these things are going to produce. We got to get rid of that. I don't really care where the CO2 goes down here, though, because it's going to just be, like, randomly. This, there's not a lot of gas pressure down here, but it will get higher. For now, I'm just going to put a gas vent here, so that when this ultimately gets set up, we'll be able to vent out the CO2. I could probably store it in these gas containers, and then maybe make use of it later. I guess that's the thing we could do also. But I was going to save these for natural gas, so if we can actually skim the natural gas off. If we create a layer of, actually, of CO2 toward the bottom here, the natural gas should settle above that. Why did you set priority 9? Won't that work better? Well, yeah, but they'll also neglect other tasks in order to do it. Air tanks are heat insulated, but not the liquid tanks. Oh, really? That's interesting. I haven't played around with them at all yet. I checked out the fact that they were there when the release came out. When we were toying around with it when it first came into the beta branch. But it didn't actually build any. There they go. They're finally building the conductive wire over there. That's it, little dudes. Finish all that fine work. Can we make a power station yet? Power control station. Ooh, there is enough room there now. Even with the ladder. So we go like so. And then we are also going to want a smart battery, which I don't know if I even have enough metal for right now. That smart battery needs to be connected up with some automation wire, which, man, we're going through a ton of stuff here. Dun, dun. This is producing power. How's our power connection? We're moving water. Stuff's happening, but it's gonna get hung up at the Aqua tuner because we're not producing nearly enough power yet. So I really should just. Oh, James, how did you get stuck in there? Why didn't you run out? I got so used to the suffocation warnings coming up that I wasn't really even paying attention to what was going on down there. No! Duplicate death number 3! Oh! Right at the end of the stream. Drat. I wonder if he decided that he couldn't get away from there, that it was too far for him to run underwater. If so, that's really irritating. No, James, no! Man, that stinks. I hate when duplicates die. Jeez, I'm already out of pepper bread. Are you kidding me? That didn't last long. Alright, back to the shrooms. I really need to set up a better sleep wheat farm. Dun dun dun, duplicate death. Well, now you can get morbs. Well, there's that, I guess. If we leave them there, we'll get some morbs. That's true. I don't know how the morbs function with the polluted water, though. The Thermo Aqua tuner is like working in very tiny little amounts. We're getting like just the littlest bit of water flowing through there. And it's ending here because we're not sending enough water. That's nice. Good times. Man, that stinks. Not happy about that. Not happy at all. Oh, I hate when duplicates die. Mopping was just too important to him. He had OCD. He went all the way down there and mopped up the water, and then I think he didn't think he could make the ladder trip back. I don't know. Sometimes they make these weird decisions about how far they can travel underwater. Yes, to the Duke barbecue. Just drag him up and throw him on the Barbie. It's like an episode of Air Disasters. Nuisance alarms end up killing everyone. Yeah. It's crazy because like they go off constantly, so it gets to the point where you have to kind of block them out. Because if you check them constantly, it's just the duplicates catching their breath somewhere. And then lo and behold, there was actually somebody dying. Let the dupes die. They're good. We didn't let him die. I didn't notice he was strapped over there. Man, I only have 17 duplicates, which means we can bring in another duplicate. Let's enable the gate. If I can actually click on it. Come on. Give me the gate. There we go. Enable building. Oh, man. Super frustrating. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Dun 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 dun. Oh, that's a 7. So I need this. I need these to be a 7 down here too, because we're storing coal in them. 7. The dupe who cried breath. That's right. He wasn't. It wasn't crying wolf. Crying breath. Man, oh man. You have to say so many times that you hate dupe deaths, one begins to wonder, I don't know what you're talking about, Sam. I don't know what you're talking about at all. It's not like we were planning to play Dexter here. Or Hannibal. Duplicate barbecue. You Fox always finds new ways to kill a dupe. Add death by mopping to the list. You're gonna miss the snow tomorrow? Why are you gonna miss it? Are you kidding me? Snow. Brr. Other dupes can't reach James. Have to open the floor. I'm kind of tempted to just leave him there and let some orbs show up. Poor James. We're gonna use his body to produce morbs. We can also do the same thing with dirty toilets, but filter is not designated. Refined metal, iron. I want this to be set for standby at 95, and we'll kick it back on at like 20. Check our power connections. That's not hooked up, so that's not going to produce a whole lot of effect. Power, conductive wire. So that's a priority 7, so that's good. How are we doing over here with this stuff? I want my petroleum set up here before I go. I needs it. I needs it. Okay, what are our power requirements down here? We have 480... 480, 480. Okay, so we can actually use over here, in order to save some refined metals, we can set up a small power transformer, like right here. We'll send conductive wire into it, like so, and then we can just use regular wire coming out of it in order to feed our power needs down here. Alright, set all this priority 7, so they get all this built for me, which will be wonderful. Okay, all's good that way. This water's flowing nicely here. Okay, so I'm actually ready to send a little branch off of this. We use some insulated pipe to run up here. Liquid bridge. Oops. There we go. This will feed into our fancy bristleberry crops up here. There. So now we got a double supply going. So this water that's... Ooh, actually we got a hang up right there. That's weird. Alright, good. It's all flowing. Temperature of the water in here is 26.3 degrees, so that's not so bad, even though we were sending it in here at 39.9. Good deal. Moors don't come from corpses anymore. I think it's because Clay didn't want... maybe. Alright, so I guess we're going to get rid of the body then. Deconstruct that. We'll let them carry the body out. My ghost is still here, and I can hear you talking about making an orb. It wasn't going to make you a morb. It was just to attract morbs. It was more like bait, James. You know, we weren't, like, converting your body into morbs. We were just luring some with you. That's all. Start up the electrolyzer system. Oh yeah, we need to add some power to that in order to make it run. So we'll throw... Where's our little power grid here? I guess we'll just connect it for now. It's going to overload, but that's okay. Priority 7. Please build that fast. Oh, poor James. James got distracted worshipping the giant mushrooms and ran out of air. That's what it was. It was the giant mushrooms. That was the real problem. This is going to take a little bit to prime because we need these hydrogen. There we go. Once these kick in a little bit, there we go. Now we got some power there. I should be able to disconnect this now. We shall see. Preferably sooner rather than later, since we're drawing a lot of power here. Come on, duplicants. They usually break stuff so quickly. They're almost finished with this system down here too, which is good. Okay, these are going to be set for priority 7. That's fine. These are... okay, we need these at 8, so they... make sure this can reach everything. Just want to make sure the duplicates don't get down here to actually refill the coal generators. I want to make sure it's the auto sweeper that does it. It looks... oh, no, it's not going to be able to reach. This one generator down here is going to be out of reach, and actually this one up here might be too. Grr. I guess worst case scenario, we could put two of the sweepers in here. But actually with this power system down here, I don't think it's going to work. Drat. Remove extra wire from over storage compactors to use elsewhere. Yeah, we can recover that too. That'll be good. That's such a nuisance. It's only actually, this thing's only going to fill the one generator. I think if we put a second one down there, oh, hold on here. If there's one right there, it will be able to reach the bottom one. So I'm going to need 2 sweepers. We'll deconstruct this one. Build a new one up top here. And we'll build a new one down bottom once we get the metal back anyway. Ooh, look at all that water is going to be a problem. I'm going to have to set a filter on here to set it up so that only the oil can go through. Maybe I'll do the sweeper one tile to the left and it reaches, you think? No, it's the floor you can tell is kind of in the way, too. Well, they already broke it, so I can't tell now. But the floor was in the way. It was only getting into the one little tile here. Shipping on a sweeper. I can go there. So it kind of stinks having to use 2 of them, but it still beats having duplicates go down there and do it manually all the time. This is all working well. Where's our water up here? Ooh, they haven't finished it. So priority 7. Give me the goods. Give me the goods. I also need to plant all this, so we're going to do blossom leaves in here. Oops. Copy settings. Bloop. That'll be our next food supply. These shrooms are not doing so well. I think I made a mistake. I did. Oh, I'm so dumb. I filled this up with oxygen. I meant to just have a little space they could breathe in, but I actually gave them like way too much. So now I just killed off like my mushrooms. It's like I compressed all the CO2 in there. Ruh-roh. It broke my oxygen room. Oh man, do we? Yeah, sure do. Sure do. This should actually be all set up with conductive wire. I just didn't have any handy before. So it'll actually run a really long time without conductive wire, without breaking, but when it's connected to the larger power grid, the total power consumption is just crazy. Deconstruct all this. This wire can go too. Is this door turned off? Yep. Yep, block the door. Mushroom farm. Be back in Ontario in 21 hours. Oh, you're flying out tonight. Or tomorrow, I guess. Console yourself with all the snake cuddles. I don't know how you can cuddle a snake, though. They're not exactly cuddly. At least I wouldn't think so. I also heard that filling an air tank with germy air and placing it in chlorine will kill germs in a record time. It does, apparently, yeah. I have a feeling they're going to fix that. That seems like an exploit. Because the gas that's inside the container isn't supposed to interact with the atmosphere. Okay, they fixed that. They got rid of poor James. He's gone now. Poor James. Dead duplicate number 3. This Tasteful Memorial is not that tasteful. I really should do something about the decor up here. Let's get some tiles that are made out of granite so they get a bit more of a decor boost. Oh no, BDS Empire's crying over James. Boo-hoo. It's so sad. Trying to make it a little nicer in there. Hey, incoming duplicate. Dun dun dun. Choose a dupie. All right. Who wants to be a duplicate in the colony? This one's open for fair game. Anemic narcoleptic. Well, bottomless stomach. Oh, man. Mouth breather, noodle arms. Anemic narcoleptic. Jeez, the only decent one is Liam, and he's got a bottomless stomach. He's going to eat an extra 500 kilocalories of food per cycle. Dun dun dun. Me! Alright, Sun Honey Sage. Welcome to the colony. Print. Alright, you're the new James. Congratulations. Let's disable this for now. I do still want to build a second living area, but I'm going to have to do some more work on producing food at a decent quality level. I actually made a pretty serious mess up here by filling this full of oxygen. That's really bad for my farm. Like, I only have one layer of mushrooms working now. That's brutal. This oxygen's not exactly going anywhere quick. Probably better for their overall effectiveness, but not better in general for growing food, sadly. These plants are stifling. What's going on? Oh, it's the irrigation. It's not irrigated. Oxygen down again. Nope. Seems okay. Ooh, did we run out of power? Oh, we ran out of power again. How did that get tapped out? Oh, you know what? It wasn't producing enough hydrogen because there was only one of these things running because they didn't fix it. Sub-priority 7. Let's get that fixed, please. Please go fix my airs. We have lots of air right now. Like, there's tons of oxygen here, but that's because these things are still running. Just go fix this thing, please. Thank you. There we go. All right. This is going to break it again, probably. Or it's going to take a little bit of damage, but we need to prime this system so we get enough hydrogen running through here that it's going to keep these pumps going to produce the power needed to keep the cycle running. Dude, what are you doing? Oh, he's fixing the wires. Okay. Deconstruct that before everything overloads, please. Come on, go break the wire. Take the farm to your base temporarily for the CO2. Yeah, we could do that. Well, how much CO2 is even over here? Well, there's a fair amount. 1100 versus whatever we got there. Yeah, if we break the tile like right in here. I don't really want this water seal here anyway. Deconstruct the tile there. We let the CO2 flow in a little bit. Get a little replenished. High priority on oxalate storage to remove the oxygen the puffs are eating out that area fast. Yeah, it's fine. There's only a couple of them in here, actually. Dun, 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 dun. How are we doing for other things? Bar seeds, sleep. I really need to set up a sleet wheat farm. Like, really, really, really. This is all set up and powered. What are we missing now in this grand scheme of things? They just need to finish the plumbing down here. If they finish all this, and then where's our wiring? That's already all connected to wiring. The pump's already ready to run. It just needs piping, and then we can send the oil up finally. Oh my lord, it took forever. BDS Empire, $2 super chat. Poor James. Hashtag no dupe insurance. Yeah. Stupidligans, they just never get the insurance policy. I mean, just because it's 5 times the price of a duplicate life means nothing. Have a good night, Spookus. Thanks for coming out. Fox will notice the absence of lights in the blossom. Yep, I will, eventually. Like right about now. That's awful. I can't even grow on the second layer because of the lights. I totally forgot about lights. Ugh, thud. Well, that's a thing. Shoot, I completely forgot about lights. Because I are smart. I mean, I can... Whatever. That's not even a reach. Cons, aren't it? I completely forgot about lights because I am super smart. Alright. Dig up that, I guess. Dun dun dun. We still love you. Aw, thanks. Ceiling lights should fix it. Okay, well, the trouble with the ceiling lights is I can't put them on the bottom level because we have the hydroponic farm. I mean, I guess that, well, they kind of fit, I guess. They're not going to cast a whole lot of light, though, and they're going to produce heat in here. So, like, in order to have enough lights in here, I would need one there. One there. One there, and one over here. And then these ones. So the tooltip's in the way. I'm having trouble seeing where the light's actually shining. So, like, we can go that way. My only concern is the amount of heat these are going to add. So hopefully there's enough... Well, once we get the cold oxygen running again. Hopefully it'll be cold enough to keep everything properly chilled. Plus I need wire bridges here because the wire for the jukebox can't be messed with. Actually, you probably could. What power do these things draw? Show me the powers. The lights consume, what is it, like 10? 10 watts. I can actually tap into that. Why won't you cancel? There. All right, so that's only 30 watts of power, so we can tap into this. There. Lame, lame, lame. Ceiling lights need 4 tiles to get the most spread. Yeah, they're not getting the most spread for sure. I'm using more lights than I really should, which unfortunately is going to produce a little bit of extra heat right in there with the plants, which is really kind of terrible. But like I said, as long as the oxygen that's coming out here is cold enough. Ooh, that's all running again. Did they break the wire? They did. We're probably producing actually a really cold temp area right here right now. Minus, oh my gosh. Can't win. I can't win. Minus 38 degrees. Oh boy. Irish Blue, $1 super chat. Thanks, Irish. Appreciate the support. I should probably put some more radiant piping in here. Because that's cold. Like, that's really cold. It sat in there so long without the air flowing through it that this whole room got really chilled. And now the air is coming in at 55 degrees and it's leaving at minus 36. I can't win. Oh, good lord. This is the kind of system that it really needs to run like constantly in order for it to maintain good equilibrium. When you let something like this go down, it just it's bad news bears. Oh, look how cold it is. Oh, that's so bad. I'm gonna dig up one of these things for now. Maybe actually I'll dig up 2 of them. Oh man. All right, you know what? It's already like 12:15 my time. I'm gonna call it a wrap for tonight. We'll come back on Tuesday night. We'll play some more Oxygen Not Included. Tomorrow night we're gonna be playing Civilization 6. It's actually my first time playing a Civilization game since like the very first one, so that should be an interesting train wreck. But it'll be fun to play around with. The reason we're playing Civilization 6 this week, and we also played XCOM 2 earlier this week, is because they are on sale on chrono.gg/CrypticFox as a charitable sale they're having this week. Normally they only sell 1 game at a time, but right now they have like 11 games on sale through noon Eastern time on the 15th. So if you're interested in picking up a game on there, go check it out. And we'll see what Civilization 6 is like tomorrow. Like I said, it's kind of a new thing for me. I played the original one like eons ago, like a really long time ago. I don't know exactly how long ago, but I'm pretty sure it was the first one. So it's going to be a little bit of a learning experience again, but I hope you can come out and make it. Thanks everyone for the super chats tonight, and for our new channel member. I think there was a new channel member tonight. Yeah, Demon Barber for the new channel member tonight. I'm as always CrypticFox. I'll see all of you next time.